there's a feeling of love and care for me she has, like I said, because I've seen it in another version of her, in the apologetic version of her, like the softer version of her. I feel like when she comes down, or when she happens to reach that level of herself, I don't know. I've heard with them, like, it just clicks on and clicks off. Sometimes it can only take a night, like it switches overnight. So, you never know who you're going to be dealing with, but I know she does, and that's what hurts. Like, I know that she wants to reach a certain level. I'm not just saying, like, with me, but all her relationships. Like, hell, who doesn't? You wish that, your relationship can reach a certain level, and, you feel like you have some part to play in it. And in some ways you probably do, but, I know that I do want it to reach a certain level. I did, but how she keeps showing me, what she shows me, I don't know. It's all over the place. And it's having to try to compromise loving myself and a certain level of respect, of myself and self-worth and knowing who I am and values in me that I don't want to shake for anybody. So it's a little bit weird that I'm having to choose between that. And like I said, I already made a video talking about, like, I'm still scared for her. Like, I don't want her to, like, end up, like, wherever I'm going in my life, like, my sexuality and me, as I am, whatever more character changes I come across, with myself, I hope that, things with her go well. But I just hate knowing that. I know that inevitably I'm going to end up having to let her go. If she ends up forgetting about me along the way, I guess that's how it's going to have to be. But, for a little while, because she never fully forgets about me. Like, she comes back to me. She always comes back, and she always, eventually, in some way, comes back to me and texts me randomly, like, oh, baby, I love you, I miss you, or, Zai, why can't we just be the way we used to be? See, that's the softer, that's the gooey version of her talking to me. It's not how she gets when she pushes me away or when she talks to me how she does. And it makes me feel guilty the way she does. Like, it's crazy. Make her open up to me. I can't make her trust me. I can't. And because of what I've been going through, yeah. Because Brie, she's put me through hell. She's, like, there are some parts of love. Like, I don't even know. I'm still searching, and navigating the world of relations and everything like that. And, I've only had a few people, actual partners I've dated in my life so far, but, it's like after each one, you kind of evaluate how it went and things that maybe could have done or went better and things you could have done or things I could have done and how you could have come together and just how you didn't, no matter how much, you tried and, whatever. And whatever the case was to why you couldn't work out. I'm not talking about finances or anything like that. That can have a part to play in it, but I'm talking about, how you guys handle things together and the actual, spirits and the souls of you two together as one. Money has nothing to do with it. Money. No materialistic crap of this world. It's literally the bondage of you two together. How does that fit? That's how I am. How? I'm sorry. Now I'm thinking about Family Guy. How? Anyway, Noble Indian Chief. Anyway, someone's like, what? If you don't know the song, go ahead and look it up or whatever. It's awesome. But even like that other girl was talking about, like after relationships, you kind of have to ask yourself, okay, so how have I changed, and how did they change me for better, for worse, and how did I kind of change myself, and what process did I go through for better, for worse? Like, am I the same? Am I different? I feel like after each relationship, they kind of change you in some way. But at least they open your eyes and make you see something differently in some way, right? That can be beautiful. It can be. Even with this, even with what I'm going through with her, like, she's letting me know certain things about myself, and she tests my limits and what I'm going to be testing in someone else. But see, even what that Nicole woman was talking about with her girlfriend. Now it's kind of hard not only to find who you are, which I haven't lost that fully, but I'm realizing with Bria, I'm starting to slip up again, and I'm starting to like go mad myself. And I know I can't let her come in and distract me like this, because I've been making videos, but I have a set goal, and she's come in and she's like, oh, I love you. I'm gonna talk. I want to marry you, and I'm gonna be in the Air Force, and I want to have kids, a bunch of kids, and I'm like, okay, hey, but I don't want all that. Like, I don't want any of that. I don't want anyone who does this. I don't. Is that selfish? Like I said, I already handled that, and I already tried to accept it the way I did. I said, okay, well, this is her life, and if this is her passion, right? She's different from me. Fine. This is what she loves. This is what she's good at. Fine. I can deal with this, and I can try to, manage this and come to terms with it, make my peace with it, and I did eventually, the whole Air Force thing. But still, when she's talking about getting married at such a young age, literally after she gets out of high school and having a bunch of kids, and I'm like, after she gets out of high school, I'm like, I don't know how this is going to work, because I don't know who you're talking about being with. Now, I don't say it like that to her, but I'm sitting here thinking, you're talking about being with another version of me, honey, because that's not me right now. That's not on my goal set, right? I have things for myself I'm going to do, and it doesn't involve any of that. But also her behavior, right? Bree's behavior. That's what's throwing me off, and I'm trying to love someone who is very hard to love, and it makes me question my future love, like how I'm going to love in the future, and what I because of what I'm dealing with and what I'm so used to with her. Because Bree's the only girl who I've let taken me on a ride like this. She's the only one who I continue to put up with and manage and keep taking back like this, even though she's treated me like such. She's the only one who I've ever let take me for this much of a ride as long as she has, because I was with that girl for a while. So yeah, I just know she'd be like, I miss you, then like she'd push me away, and then she'd be like, I miss you again, or now I'm really sad, but I'm still not going to tell you why, and I'm not going to let you be here for me and comfort me, and now I'm angry, and now I'm just going to be angry, and and I'm going to shut down from you, but now I really want you to cling to me and comfort me, but yet, I'm like, yeah, but I don't know what's wrong with you. I don't know how to help you in whatever is actually hurting you right now. She's like, you don't have to know why, just love me. Dang, why is it so hard to love me? And she's like, I'm sorry, Zai, I'm so sorry. I don't know why I do the things I do, but I know that I love you, okay? And if you could just love me too, that'd be okay. And I'm like, I don't know. I just don't know what to do. Like, I do. Like, I'm already attached to her, and it's hard to cut the cord, but, because, like, I still want, like, even, like, I always wanted that relationship to work. I did, but I realized it's not going to. I feel like because she was so hard, like, she was always the hardest one to deal with in any of my other relationships. Like, that's why I was so determined, even more so, to fix things and to make it right, I was like, I can see us together. We're going to make it through things. We're going to prevail. We're going to, we didn't have that many good times together. I'm just going to say that. So we didn't have that many good times. I mean, we've had a few, and I cherish the time that we've had, and I do really love this girl, and I know that she has a good spirit. She does. I know she's strong, and I know she's smart as a whip. I know that, she has a beautiful soul. I know that, but I also realized early on, trouble has a way of finding her. She's always into something, and I don't really want someone who has that kind of baggage either, yet alone someone who invites it in, like she sometimes does. Stuff like this, she's talking about, I guess right now, she's literally fighting a girl right now. Over what? I don't know. Some girl who isn't even in your life. She's not even relevant. That girl, the other girl, is sitting here talking about, like, oh, give me your address, I'm gonna beat your ass. This is the kind of behavior, like, I dealt with at Enlow and at Carnage, right? Ghetto-ass girls. Giving each other's addresses just so they can show up to each other's houses with guns and fight each other. Like, that's that ghetto stuff. I don't like that, but I guess impulse control? I don't know. Shit. I just know that it's making me question how I'm gonna love in the future, dealing with Brie, because I've never loved anyone like this before, and like I said, I've never let anyone yank me like this. I'm still young, haven't had a lot of relationships, but I've done things and I've compromised in ways I never thought I would, and I've only done that for her, right? No one's ever. It's a whole different thing when it comes to Brie. Not with Tariana or anyone else. Like, it's just. Yeah, it's hard to let her go. And I feel like it also has taken part of it because I gave myself to her. And, like, that's a whole different Megillah, an emotional thing on its own. But, whatever. It's just. I don't know how I'm going to love people in the future. To trust certain things about people. And now, so I'm so used to this erratic behavior. I don't even know like what to expect from people. I don't know who I'm supposed to like what kind of behavior is I'm supposed to expect anymore because I don't know. I feel like the next relationship is going to be full of too many surprises too. And maybe the next time, whenever someone who I happen to be dating in the future, if I date anyone, I don't know. I'm just saying. I feel like maybe whenever they start getting mad, I'm going to take that as a sign of, like, it's going to remind me of Brie again, and I'm going to want to shut down or something, because I've already been dealing with someone who has yanked me a certain way before, and whenever they get mad or whenever the person kind of insinuates that they feel like I treat them like this, I'm going to feel like, okay, so, why are you blaming me, or, like, why are you trying to guilt me? I'm going to feel like there's some kind of, like, underlining twist to manipulate me, right? Again, so trust issues. Like, now I don't know really what's going on, and it's gonna be hard to fully give myself to someone else because I've gotten so attached to this person and put so much vested in this person, and that's my own fault, right? That's something that I've been struggling with for a while, right? Trying to have these validations of love, and then when you mix sex and love, and you confuse good sex for making love, and you make love with people who aren't the best for you, and then you get attached to them, and you start fantasizing about, marriage and your house and your kids and your beautiful future. Yeah, it's just, and when both of you are already torn already, I was listening to the song "Torn" by that woman, Natalie, and it completely fits the situation because it just. I don't want to be over here, but I don't want to be over here either. So I'm kind of torn between what to do, and I want to love her, but I know that that's not going to be healthy for me. So I'm having to face that I have to let her go. But at the same time, I slip up and I call her, or I text her, and it's just maybe someone was like, "Yeah, me too. Like I've done this too. It's nothing new." But see, with her, I never know what version of her I'm going to be dealing with. I just anyway. And also that song, One More Try by like George Michael. I was gonna say Michael George. George Michael. For some reason, that's a song that I kept listening to last night. Yeah. And like Norah Jones, I Don't Know Why, things like that. That's all I have, y'all. I just really don't know what to say about it. Like, I've said a lot already about it. I feel like most of what I have to say about it. I just know I have to let it be. Let her be as she will. Like, there are going to be like 9 or 17 videos about something like this, right? About this one person, about this one topic. But it's a lot. It is. It's affecting me hard. I guess our minds all at some point need something new to distract us with, so whatever. That's all I have. I'm out.